Hey guys, Peyton Snapback here again for another Blu-ray update. This time, since I didn't watch any DVDs this time. um, but yeah, I only got to watch this much Blu-rays. Only 9 Blu-rays here. So yep. Sorry I've been lazy for the last 2 weeks. But a lot of things have been going on. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna say. But let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Put these right here. So the first one here I got, this is one I got from Screen Factory, and this is one I've always been wanting to check out for quite some time, but I didn't know that this movie was actually, for some odd reason, the movie was made in 2008, and it did not get a release like on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever until 2017. And Screen Factory got the rights to put this one out. Because I love found footage movies, and this was one I've been wanting to see for quite a long time. But it's called the POUGHKEEPSIE tapes here on Blu-ray, and it's a found footage movie, and it's sort of kind of like made in a way as like a documentary movie. It's basically like made like a documentary about a serial killer, but as far as I know, it's not true. It's all fake though. But it was them talking about this killer who was like killing like all these women and like kidnapping them, and some of the stuff that I have to say like they were talking about was very brutal. Like there was one where the serial killer like kidnapped this like little girl. And there was like when he like kidnapped. I think he like kidnapped a couple or something. I remember there was like a bunch of crazy stuff in this movie though. Like him kidnapping all these little kids and all. But I actually thought this movie was cool. It was very creepy though, I will say. But for feature wise on here, we get some new interviews with writer, director, and the producer and the actress in the movie, along with a theatrical trailer. But I really do enjoy this one. But if you're into like these kind of like serial killer like movies, definitely give this one a watch. Now this one right here, I could not get into. I know Wet Movie 1 mentioned it. It was pretty good. You know, not my favorite movie that these two have done. I think I like Lost Boys a little bit better. And I liked, Corey Haim and Silver Bullet. This is a Dream a Little Dream here on Blu-ray from Vestron Video. It's basically like a body swap like movie. I think what was it, like Corey Feldman like switches bodies with this old man or something. I mean, like I said, it's a fine movie, but it's just not like my cup of tea, But I really like that, Vestron Video is not just releasing horror; they're releasing like comedy movies though. I like how they're doing that. Okay, now these next two ones right here, these are from Paramount, but also are from Nickelodeon as well. And I really like that, how Paramount is starting to put out, and I've been talking about this a lot lately, Paramount has been starting to put out a lot of great stuff to Blu-ray, and I like how they're now putting out Nickelodeon movies. So these next two are from Nickelodeon as well. But this next one right here, this was one that was supposed to come out to Blu-ray back, I think, the first two, actually. The first two was supposed to come out to Blu-ray back in 2014, and they ended up canceling it. I don't know what happened, but I'm really happy that these are finally available on Blu-ray. But it's, the Rugrats, the 3-movie collection here on Blu-ray. This, of course, it includes the Rugrats movie, Rugrats in Paris, the movie, and Rugrats Go Wild, which was it's kind of like the spin-off to, like, or the crossover with Rugrats and Wild Thornberrys. The Wild Thornberrys movie is the only one we need on Blu-ray. So, and I know it's on DVD. I've been kind of looking for the DVD, but I'm gonna put a hold on the search right now because I have a feeling it's gonna come out to Blu-ray soon, and I hope it does. These are movies I just loved watching back in the day. Especially the first one, but but if you haven't seen it's it's based off the TV show that came on, but the movie is the first one was basically it was about the Tommy's mom is pregnant. Of course, she's pregnant to the baby Dill, or I think that's how you say his name, and of course, he thinks that, having a brother is going to be very fun, but then, it's not, because he, keeps crying, he keeps, annoying all the other babies. The babies basically want to take him back to the hospital, and, when they do that, they get lost, and, it's the parents basically looking for them, and it's them, lost in the woods, and just all this crazy stuff that happens. And the second one was when they go to Paris. I think it was, in Paris, they had this reptar thing or something, and well, something happens this kind of reptar set. I think it breaks down, and they end up calling the father Stu Pickles to go down to Paris and fix it. And of course, it's the parents and the babies that go to Paris, and they end up coming across this woman who wants to basically take advantage of Chucky's dad. And of course, Chucky's in search for a mom. He wants dad to marry this princess or this queen. And the third one is when that was the crossover between the Rugrats and the Wild Thornberrys. But these look great on Blu-ray. I'm so happy that these are finally out on Blu-ray. It's actually the same features as far as I know as we got on the other DVDs, but it's so great too, and it's also cool too that they're actually in their standalone Blu-ray. I think this is the first one, the second, and then the crossover movie. Yeah, but definitely enjoyed watching these ones. Now the other Nickelodeon movie I have, this one, I always really liked. I never really watched the show that much. I think I always grew up with the movie more, but it was, the Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius movie here on Blu-ray for the very first time. It looks very good on Blu-ray. I know a box set, the complete series, came out from Shout Factory just a couple months ago. I'm thinking about getting it. It's kind of tempting, so I'm thinking about it. So, because at Walmart it's only $40, so it's not that bad of a price. But I think this was kind of like the movie. I think this came out before they did the TV series. I think it was the same thing they did with the Barnyard movie. But this is basically, if you guys haven't seen this, it's Jimmy Neutron and him making all these inventions. It's basically him and his it's him wanting to go to this. It's basically these aliens who are basically take all the adults and they take them out of the world and take them to their planet. It's Jimmy Neutron and the other kids trying to save their parents from these aliens, trying to stop them. That's technically what it is, but great movie. Hopefully down the line we'll get Harriet the Spy, Snow Day, and the Wild Thornberrys movie. As far as I know, those are the only Nickelodeon movies that still need Blu-ray releases. I know the Hey Arnold movie just came out to Blu-ray, but it's a burn on demand, I believe. Okay, the next one here I got. This is one I do like. It's not a perfect movie or anything, but at first when I heard about this movie, I kind of thought it was a slasher movie that takes place on a train, kind of like a Terror Train. And I think the movie Train with Thora Birch had kind of the similar vibe to it. I know, the Train movie, the Thora Birch one, I think that was originally supposed to be a remake to Terror Train. But this is a movie here that stars Lily Sobieski, Danny Glover, and Steve Zahn called Night Train here on Blu-ray. And it's from a company called Nem or Neom. Don't know how you say it. But and when it comes to Lily Sobieski, I miss her. I miss seeing her in movies, and I don't even think she has a Instagram or anything, to be honest. But of course, she also went on and did Joyride with Paul Walker, The Glass House, and I think she also did the Wicker Man remake, if I'm not mistaken. But hopefully maybe she'll do another movie down the line one day. I don't know, but this is a very strange movie. This is basically it's kind of like a low budget movie, but it takes place entirely on the train. It's basically, the they find this dead man, this man who died in this train, and they and with him he has this kind of like weird box, and it's basically like the three main characters, like trying to get this box because they think it's like filled with money or something, and it's them trying to be greedy, and they want to like get rid of the body. It's a very strange movie. It is very strange, but it is a movie I do kind of like enough to actually keep, because I one because Lily Sobieski, and second is I love weird movies. This is kind of like my type of movie, like weird like movies. The next one here, and this is mainly why it was slow for me for the update, because I had a triple pack to watch, and then plus I had this double pack right here is the next one of Karate Kid Parts 3 and the next Karate Kid here on Blu-ray from Mill Creek Entertainment, which I know there was a these originally were burn on demands when they were released like standalone, but then Mill Creek got the rights to them, and I really liked all four of these Karate Kid movies. They were fun to watch. The third one was kind of like after the events of Part 2. Ralph Macchio he buys this place for Mr. Miyagi to like build like these what do you call it? Those trees that he likes, those bonsai or something, for a store, and when Ralph Macchio's character's dating this girl, and these guys want him to sign this form to fight them, and doesn't want to, but they keep wanting him to do it anyway. The fourth movie, that was the one with Hilary Swank, and I have to say, she was a hottie when she did this movie, but it's her, and it's basically her living with her aunt, and Mr. Miyagi lives there as well. She's kind of like a snobby like girl. That's technically what it is. But these movies were fun. I'm ready to watch Cobra Kai. I still have like the DVD thing I bought from Black Friday months ago. This next one right here, I just reviewed this one to you guys a couple of months ago, back on October. Or at the end of October, I got this from eCrater, because I know a lot of people were asking me, like, where'd you get this from? And I got it on eCrater. I'll put a link down below. But it's and when it comes to these Paranormal Activity movies, I always really like them. They're just fun movies to me to watch. But it's Paranormal Activity, Next to Kin, or the 7th movie here on Blu-ray, and it is bootleg-ish. Right there. But this one was technically sort of like a remake to the series, because this one has nothing to do with like the Katy and Christy character whatsoever. It doesn't talk anything about them, and it was a Paramount Plus original. But the movie is basically this girl. Oh, and by the way, it is still found footage. So just so I let you know. But it's basically this girl is like meeting like a relative like she has never like met before, and it's her and her boyfriend and her friend. The three stay at this family's place. Who are like Amish, but she finds out right away that there's something kind of like off about this family, something not right about them, and it's her and the other two trying to figure out what's going on exactly, because weird things are just kind of like happening, and that's pretty much all you could say. But really do like this one. I've always liked all the Paranormal Activity movies, and I even liked the last one, the one that came out before this, the Ghost Dimension. I know that one wasn't a good one, but I thought that one was there was something creepy about that one I really liked. Okay, so the last two I have, these are ones I'm gonna sell. But this one right here, which I never really watched any of the Jackass movies. I mean, I've only seen Bad Grandpa, so I'm assuming like like Bad Grandpa point. It's Bad Grandpa .5, but it's basically, you know, the movie. It's basically scenes that they weren't able to put in the Bad Grandpa movie. You know, and I really liked the Bad Grandpa movie. I thought that one was funny. My grandfather thought it was stupid, but I liked it. That's exactly what this one is. And the last one right here, and I thought it was a decent documentary. I mean, it's not like my favorite documentary, of course. I think the last documentary I watched was that with that Kevin Clash documentary, the one about how he became like Elmo. This is Katy Perry the movie Part of Me here on Blu-ray. You know, I never really got into like Katy Perry's movie or like songs, but I mean, there was a couple songs that she did I kind of liked. I never really got into her that much. But it was basically like a documentary about how she became like a singer and like her doing this tour and everything. It was, some of it was kind of interesting, but it wasn't as interesting as like the Elmo one and the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood one. But yeah, definitely for what it was, I thought it was worth watching. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.